We're going to explain how to prepend data to an access table. There isn't a direct prepend command like you might find in some programming languages. Instead, we achieve this by adding new records to the beginning of the table, effectively placing the new data before existing entries. We'll look at a few methods, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. 1. Using append queries. The simplest approach is using an append query. First, you need to create a new table with the same structure as your target table. You'll add your new data into this temporary table, then use an append query to add all the rows from the temporary table to the original table. Remember that the data types in both tables must precisely match for this to work without errors. After appending, sort the original table based on a relevant field, typically a date or ID, to put the newly appended records at the top. This method is best for smaller datasets as it involves creating a temporary table and then appending. 2. Using VBA code. For more complex scenarios or larger datasets, Visual Basic for Applications, VBA, offers more control. VBA lets you directly manipulate the access table. You'll need to create a VBA module and write code to insert the new records at the beginning. This involves using the current DB Open Record Set method to open the table in a way that allows you to add records. Then you'll use the Add New method to create a new record and populate its fields with your prepended data. Finally, you'll use the Update method to save the new record to the table. Remember that you'll want to use a primary key if your table has one to ensure unique records and to help with sorting later. VBA gives you precise control over the prepending process. 3. Importing data. If your new data is in another file, like a CSV or Excel file, importing is the easiest way to get it into Access. Access provides an import wizard that guides you through the process. After importing, simply sort your target table to move the newly imported records to the top. This method is ideal for adding substantial amounts of data prepended to the main table. Just ensure the data types match correctly between the external file and the Access table. 4. Manual entry, small datasets. For very small datasets, manual entry is feasible. Simply open the Access table in Datasheet view and add new records at the top. This is the least efficient method for larger datasets, but is suitable for quick additions of a few records. Remember to save your changes. Choosing the best method depends on your specific situation, the size of the dataset to be prepended, your comfort level with VBA, and whether the data is already in an Access table or an external file. Regardless of the method, ensure you have a backup of your Access database before making any significant changes. Remember to adjust your sorting criteria afterward to make sure the new data is at the beginning of your